Hi guys. Okay, so this is my initial discussion post for this week. So I'm just gonna jump right in. So, what information in the article or the audio stories is surprising to you and why? In the first article, the school nurses can be mental health detectives, but they need help. I did not realize that every school did not have a nurse on site. Um, I feel like when I was in school, every elementary school, high school, junior high had a nurse, and that was that. I didn't realize that now they're cutting back on that. And it seems like if they're asking these nurses to do more, why are you not giving them adequate like training and information and stuff on mental health? If they're the only ones that are like really diagnosing mental health, and it was talking about, I gave the two little girls that were coming in and were like, "Oh, I don't feel good, my head hurts, blah blah." Like, how are the nurses going to develop a relationship with these kids and see these patterns happening if there's one nurse at 30 schools in a district? It literally does not make any sense. And if these nurses are, on the front line of helping diagnose mental health and stuff, no wonder why it's falling through the cracks. Because how is one person going to get to know thousands of people and be able to diagnose them? So that was just like really surprising to me. And then in the second one, screening mental health in kindergarten, at the very beginning of the video, it said that signs of mental health issues can be seen in children before they're even in school. And if you think about it, if a child goes to preschool at 3 or 4 and they're in kindergarten at 5, that means that kids are showing these signs of mental health issues before they even turn 5. And that's just like alarming. What is going on in our world that kids this young are being affected by mental health and stuff? That was absolutely wild to me. And then question number 2, do you feel that schools have a responsibility to assess mental health of their students? Why or why not? I think this is a really touchy subject. One, I think the only people that should be able to diagnose mental health issues are trained professionals, psychiatrists, doctors, people that have degrees in like what these mental health issues really are. I mean, like, I'm going to school to be a teacher right now, and I don't know if I would be adequately equipped to diagnose a child with a mental health disorder if they were in my class. I mean, I'm sure I could say, hey, I think that this child has X, Y, and Z, or that this child could benefit from help in this situation. But to fully diagnose them and assess them, I definitely don't know if schools are fully responsible for that. I mean, if they are going to be responsible for that, then they should probably have a nurse, or, they usually have school counselors and stuff. But I mean, how are these one adult, two adults on a campus going to be able to assess hundreds and hundreds of kids? It's like feasibly impossible. So I definitely think they need to have maybe workshops or something like that at the school that children can take advantage of. And it can help them talk about their feelings and help them express different things going on in the development of them for that specific age group. Obviously, you're not going to have 6-year-olds writing letters, explaining how they feel, but they could act out a skit, or they could do things that were age appropriate that would help them express different things going on in their life. And then the third question, what else can be done to help address mental health issues in school age children? Honestly, I just think it takes everyone being vigilant. Parents, teachers, coaches, babysitters, daycare workers, office aides, anyone in contact with children or in that child's life, if they're showing signs of having mental health issues, it needs to be, discussed. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be addressed, because these issues, develop, like, we learned about it at a very early age. And by the time the kid's 13 or 14, it's too late. It's too late to diagnose them with a specific mental health issue. It's too late to, begin treatment at that point. We really need to intervene at a younger point in the child's life. And that is only going to happen if everyone can do their part to speak up about what they see. So that is my post. I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else has posts